Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we will discuss the next topic of the network analysis, that is nodal analysis. Okay. Uh, we have discussed in previous classes about the mesh analysis, and what we discussed in mesh analysis was mesh analysis is basically the applications of Kirchhoff's law, that was Kirchhoff's voltage law. Now, here we have to discuss what is a nodal analysis. Okay, so basically, when we discuss the nodal analysis, we have to first discuss this point, which is what is node. Okay, so this point is most important. What is node? Okay, so I have written here a simple definition. Node is basically called as the common point or the junction where two or more electrical element or branches are connected. Okay, so if this type of situation will come in a network where two or more elements or the branches are connected, then that point is called as the basically the node. So if I take a simple example, so I will say this point, and if we have a resistance here, another resistance here, okay, and one resistance here. Okay, so here I have drawn with the three resistances, and you can see that all these three resistances are connected with the same point, and I will give the name of that point is A, and this point is actually called as the node. Okay, so you can see that there are these three resistances R1, R2, R3, or you can see that this is the first branch, this is the second branch, and this is the third branch. All these three branches are connected to a common point, and that name of that common point I have given is A, and which is actually called as the node. So here, whatever we study nodal analysis is for the node. That's why I have written here what is node. Node is a common point or junction where two or more electrical elements or branches are connected. Okay. Now, then what is nodal analysis? Okay. If you see that, then next point we have to discuss is the what is the nodal analysis. We have discussed about the mesh analysis. What was the mesh analysis? So similarly, we will discuss the nodal analysis. Nodal analysis is basically the applications of Kirchhoff's current law, and it is used to determine the node voltage in the circuit. Whereas mesh analysis is the applications of Kirchhoff's voltage law, and it is used to determine the current. So it is exactly reverse. Nodal analysis is the application of Kirchhoff's current law, and it is used to determine the node voltage. Okay. Now we have studied Kirchhoff's current law. What is the Kirchhoff's current law? The algebraic sum of current at a node is equal to 0. Okay. So this is the basically law. The law says that the algebraic sum of the current at any node is equal to 0. Or we have studied in other way also. What is that other way? The algebraic sum of incoming current is equal to algebraic sum of outgoing current. Okay, so you can take any one of the definition. Okay, so and our aim is to find out the node voltage. So if at this point A we have to find out the what is the voltage at this point, so I will say VA. Okay, now when we follow the nodal analysis, there are certain stages which we have discussed already in mesh analysis also. So what are the stages that we will discuss? You can see here the first stage is here identify the total number of nodes. Okay, so now I have told you how to identify the node. Node is a point where the number of elements or branches are connected. So the first step in nodal analysis is that identify the total number of nodes. If you remember that in mesh analysis, we will find out here mesh. How many total number of mesh. Now the second point here. Second is that assign the voltage at each node. Okay. If there are three voltages, three nodes, you can write down the voltages as V1, V2 and V3 like that. But out of these three, you have to consider one of the node as a reference node. Okay, one of the node as a reference node. So what is mean by the reference node? Okay, the reference node is basically the node at which your voltage is equal to 0. Okay, so what is about the reference node? A node where the voltage is equal to 0. So if there are three nodes, out of which the one node is taken as a reference node and remaining two are called as the non-reference node. And what is the reference node? A node where the voltage is equal to 0, that is called as the reference node. Okay, Now after that, in the third step, so we have discussed the first step, we find out the number of nodes. Second, we will assign the node voltage and consider one of node as reference. In the third, what we will do, we will develop the KCL equation for each non-reference node. Okay, so we don't have to write the KCL equation for reference node, we have to write for non-reference node. So KCL means Kirchhoff's current law equation, means we have to write the current equation. Okay, in the fourth step, we will solve all the KCL equation and our aim is to find out the node voltage. So whatever may be the node voltage, it will be V1, V2 and V3. So that can be found out by simply solving that simultaneous equation. So the steps are exactly similar to the mesh analysis. Only difference is that in nodal analysis, instead of mesh, we have a node, and there we will find out the current, and here we will find out the node voltage. Fine. So these are the basics of nodal analysis. So what we have discussed, nodal is the analysis basically the applications of Kirchhoff's current law. Means we will apply Kirchhoff's current law here to find out the voltage. And what is the node? Node is a common point or junction where two or more elements are connected. And these are the steps. So we will follow these four steps to solve any numerical. Okay. Now I have written some important point here. I have given as node. The first important point here is that the number of equation required to solve any electrical network can be found out by this equation, which is that E is equal to n minus 1, where E is the number of equation and n is actually called as the number of nodes. Okay, so if in your circuit there are three nodes. Okay, so what will be the answer? 3 minus 1, so 2. So there are only two equations because one node we have to consider as a reference node. Okay, and the next and most important point here is that for nodal analysis, all sources must be current sources. Okay, so this point to be take care that all sources must be current source. So if there is a voltage source, what we will do? If there is any voltage source, we will convert that voltage source into current source with the help of the source transformation. Okay, so in that way, what we will do, we will convert all the sources into the equivalent current source, because in KCL we will write the current equation. That's why we need a basically the current source. In mesh analysis, all sources must be voltage source, because there we write the voltage equation, right? So here I have discussed some basic idea of nodal. So here we will solve one numerical. In this numerical they have given determine the value of current I using the nodal analysis. Okay, and this current they have given here. Okay, and they have given this type of network. Here you can see that this is one voltage source, there is another voltage source, there are two resistors. This is a box, and in box they have written 1 plus J3. So basically this 1 plus J3 is actually representing the impedance. Okay, so don't get confused. Okay, and here we have to solve this question by using the nodal analysis. Okay, so just we have discussed when we have to solve the nodal analysis, what is the first step? The first step is that we have to identify the total number of nodes. Okay, so find out the how many nodes are there. But before doing that step, if you see that the source here, this 100-volt source is representing a voltage source, and there is another source 100 at an angle 30. This is also representing the voltage source, and we have just seen that for nodal analysis all sources must be the current source. So what we will do in the next step, we will convert this diagram into its equivalent, the current source diagram. Okay, so that we have studied, so I will make that. So we will do in the first step is that convert voltage source into its equivalent current source. So that is the step we will be following now. Okay, so how it can be done? Okay, so for that I will draw the circuit. resistance come in parallel whose value is 0.02, and this will become current source, so it will arrow is upward because it is plus minus. So value of this current is voltage by resistance, so 100 divided by 0.04. So if you find out that answer is come out to be 5000. Okay, 5000 ampere. Fine. Now rest of the circuit will be same. So this will be that impedance Z, whose value is 1 plus J3 ohm. Okay, and we will convert the rest of the circuit, that is this voltage source, into again a current source. So this value will be 0.02. Okay, and this will become the current source, again upward. So value of this current source is 100 at an angle 30 degree divided by resistance is 0.02. So this value is come out to be 100 by 0.02. We have just seen 5000. Angle will be as it is. So it is 5000 at an angle 30 degree. Okay. So what we have done in the first step, if there are any voltage source, we have converted that voltage source into its equivalent current source. Now we will apply the first step. What is the first step in the mesh nodal analysis? Identify the total number of nodes. Okay, so here you should be able to identify the nodes. Okay, so we will see here. So you can see that this is the node. Yes, because one resistance is connected here and one source is connected. So this is the node. This is also node here. Okay, because you can see that one element is connected here and these two wires are connected. There is no element. This is also node. Okay, and you can see here this is also node, this is also node, and this is also node. So there are so many nodes here. So definitely this diagram is showing that is 6 node, but it is not having a 6 node. You can see that in between these two nodes there is no element, means these two nodes are same node. Okay, same here, between these two nodes there is no element, the single wire is that. So these are the single node. So 1 2 3, all these are representing a single node here. So this is the node 1, this is also node 1, and this is also node 1. Okay, similarly you can see here same is up to the bottom point. I will say this is the second number node, this is also second number node, this is also second number, but you can see that there is no element between these two nodes, so all these are same. Okay, so ultimately there are only two nodes, 1 and 2. So what we will consider, all these three are the single node and these are the, out of which what I am considering that the node number 2 is the reference node. We have seen that out of the two node we have to consider one as a reference node. Okay, then we will assign the voltage. So what is the voltage we will assign here? Here voltage we will assign as V1. So V1 is the voltage across the here. Here again voltage is V1 and here voltage is again V1. Right? So as there are only one node present at this point. Okay. And now what we will apply? KCL. Okay. So now we have to see how to apply the KCL. Okay. So the next step is apply KCL at node 1. Okay. Now what the KCL says that the algebraic sum of current at the node is equal to 0. Summation of all the node is equal to 0. Okay. So you can see that this current is come here and this current is divided into, one will go here, another will go here. Same one current come here and this current will go here. Right. So it is right like that. These are the incoming current towards the node. You can see that this, I will give the name I1 and this current is I2. Okay. And these are the divided current. Okay, so how you find out the current through this resistance? Okay, how you find out the resistance? Simple. The voltage. So what will be the current here? I will say it is simply voltage by the value of resistance. So what is the voltage here? V1, and what is the value of resistance? 0.02. So it is simply V1 divided by 0.02 plus. Okay. Same area. What is the current here? The voltage divided by ohmic value. So it is V1 divided by 1 plus J3 plus. We have to add all these current. Similarly, what is the voltage here? You can see the voltage is V1, and if current is this way, it is voltage by resistance. So voltage upon 0.0. So there are three elements. We will find out the current through all these three elements. Add this equal to the voltage source, equal to current source. Okay. Here we will follow the direction. If the current are going towards the node, treat that current as positive, and if that current is leaving to the nodes, treat that as negative. So this current is going towards the node, you can see that. So you have to treat this current as positive. So it is 5000, be 5000, angle is 30 degree. Fine. So as there are only one reference node, non-reference node, so there is only one equation here. Okay, so we will find out the voltage here. So if you see that the common we will get is V1. So the answer is 1 upon 0.02 plus 1 upon 1 plus J3 plus 1 upon 0.02, right? And this should be equal to 5000 plus 5000 at an angle 30, right? So you first solve this. So this is come out to be, and minus j 0.3. Okay, 1 upon 1 plus j3 plus 50, and this equal to 5000 plus 5000 at an angle 30. Okay, so if you add this 50 plus 50, 100 plus 100 plus 0.1. So this has come out to be 100.1. This is 100.1 minus j 0.3 equal to 5000 plus 5000 at an angle 30 degree. So now you can easily get the values of voltage across the node V1. So V1 is come out to be 5000 plus 5000 at an angle 30 divided by 100.1 minus j 0.3. Okay. Now simply we will solve this equation in calculator. This come out to be 93.14 plus j 25.25. Okay, and we need your answer is in the complex polar form. So no need to take their answer, because they have not asked one our V1, they have asked the values of current. Okay, right? So in that way we have calculated the node voltage. As there is only one node, so there is only one voltage. If there was two node, so there will be V1 and V2 here. Fine. But in this question, what they have asked, if you see that, they have asked determine the current I flowing through the this voltage 1 plus J3 ohm, and the current through this, if I will say I, this I will be voltage by impedance. Which voltage? Voltage V1 divided by Z, and value of Z is 1 plus J3. Fine. So we will see the last step. Current I is given by I is equal to V1 upon 1 plus J3. That is, the current is equal to the voltage V1 divided by the ohmic value. Ohmic value is 1 plus J3. Now we have values of V1. So you just substitute, it is, the value is come out to be, so substitute value of V1. So it is 93.14 plus J 25.25 divided by 1 plus J3. Now after that, solve this equation. 16.9 minus J 25.42. Okay, but this answer is in complex form. We need your answer is in polar form. So for that, what we will do, we will find out in the complex to polar form. So the polar form answer is 30.52, angle is minus 56.40 ampere. Okay, so you can see that in that way we have find out the current flowing through this impedance Z which they have asked. Okay, so in that way